Welcome back. We are here talking to Representative Adam Kinzinger live from the Chicago Rockford International Airport. Good morning, Congressman.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good. Thank you for joining us this morning. Now, you know, we definitely want to talk about why you're in town today. But before we can get to that, let's this week. You have some saying that the GOP party is in a crisis. Paul Ryan saying he's not able to support Trump yet. You have George H.W. and George W. Bush, McCain, Romney, Rauner, all saying they aren't going to the national convention. Does the GOP party have a problem?
I think there is a bit of a problem. I think, yeah, this is something that we're going to have to try to unite behind. But the burden to unite isn't necessarily on these people you just mentioned. The burden to unite is on Donald Trump. I mean, you know, as I've said, I can't endorse him yet. I need to see, you know, a man that can bring a unifying tone, that can talk as an adult, frankly, and as a statesman, and has a foreign policy that's coherent and makes sense. I have no intention of supporting Hillary Clinton, but, you know, my vote comes, as most Americans, it comes with a price, which is you have to show that you're worthy of Abraham Lincoln's job. So there's a lot of unifying that needs done, and this is a question for Donald Trump. Can he unify the party, not necessarily everybody else that feels alienated?
Now, I know you've said that before, that you can't get on board with Trump. He is the presumptive nominee, though. What needs to happen for you to possibly get behind him?
Well, I think it's a few things. Number one, less violent rhetoric. I mean, you know, no talking about punching people in the face. The other thing is a foreign policy that makes sense. When you talk about just withdrawing troops from everywhere and making everybody pay 100%, Donald Trump doesn't realize that the world doesn't just need us. We also need the world. There's a reason we're engaged around the world, mostly in self-interest. So when you threaten to pull all the troops out of everywhere, that's an incoherent foreign policy. And the other thing is, look, accept the fact that there are people that don't agree with you on everything, and have a more unifying tone. And don't call people dummies and stupid heads and whatever else he says. Let's talk like a statesman. Again, somebody worthy of the job of a...
All right, dummies and stupid heads. I like that there. Well, let's talk about today. What's going on today? Tell us about the symposium that you're speaking at over at the Rockford Airport.
Well, this is one of many that we've organized where we have basically large companies. We've had Boeing, Donald Douglas, some of those big companies come in. Today we have Caterpillar, and what it is an opportunity for local suppliers, local manufacturers to come in and hear from Caterpillar, you know, what is it that we need to do to get business with you? What kind of business are you looking for? And then a lot of these companies have one-on-one meetings with Caterpillar to get a better idea. So as we know, we have a lot of manufacturing, and these manufacturers' big job, they don't always just market direct to customer. They market to bigger companies like Caterpillar. So it's an opportunity to leverage our amazing industrial base to be involved with Caterpillar, and these have been very successful so far. I hope today is too.
So, last question here. I know we're almost out of time, but what is your biggest hope then in connecting state line manufacturing companies with a company like Caterpillar?
Well, it's to provide more jobs. It's to get more business for our suppliers. This has happened. I remember, for instance, I had a company that came up and said, you know, they did the one with Boeing, and they actually have business that's going to be a result of that meeting. So, look, we have a fantastic manufacturing industrial base. To be able to connect that to big exporters and partners is a good thing. Over 70 companies, over 150 people here today. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it.
All righty. Thank you for joining us this morning, Congressman.